So this is Syd Barrett's self-titled Barrett. I will be the first to admit that his debut album after leaving Pink Floyd, The Madcap Laughs, is the best one. However, if that's the only Syd Barrett you listen to, you're really missing out. Because not only on The Madcap Laughs, not only on Barrett, but there are other songs that were not on one of his two proper albums that are just totally worth listening to. But I want to talk about this because of all the bugs on the cover. I was thinking, like, what albums do I have that have bugs on it? Or what album is about bugs? And this one came to mind because I love the album art. It's the best. You can't get much better than this drawing that apparently Syd Barrett did of all these little bugs, these insects. Don't scientifically, don't fact check about whether they're bugs or insects or whatever. But weird thing is, there are no mentions of insects or bugs whatsoever on the album, and I think that's a shame. It is a very nature. He has a very nature-themed approach to lyrics. I like that the ethos of this cover and the bugs is in the music. That kind of childlike, way of looking at the world and imagining the details, of what's around you, that as adults we get so swamped in, our head. But I like how Syd Barrett's lyrics are very focused on what's directly in front of him in some ways. And he's one of my favorite lyricists and songwriters in that way. I think that, however, there are lots of vermin and other, animals mentioned. I mean, of course, there's the closer effervescing elephant, which I didn't get at first, but I was talking to somebody and we were bonding over, liking Syd Barrett. And he loved this song. And hearing about somebody liking something a lot, that passion kind of makes me want to find out, what am I missing? And, now I get it. It's such a fun and delightful way to end the album. It's totally different from everything else you're listening to. Everything else is more like the kind of meandering guitar. But this is not that. It's got, a host of other instruments that evoke the elephant and other animals in the song. But what's different about this album from the more famous Madcap Laughs is that it's a proper backing band. Apparently David Gilmour, who produced the album, famous Pink Floyd member and guitarist, he wanted every song to have the same core band. And so you get that feeling here. A lot of the songs do sound quite similar in that way. And like I said, there are a lot of songs that meander, but that's kind of the point, and that's what makes it, that's something that you like about it, is that they are kind of obvious from the get-go. There's nothing really hiding. I would point out a couple of really big favorites. Rats on side 1. I didn't even see the back. You get Syd Barrett himself. Lovely. But Rats, which I think is more profound than it sounds. It seems random, but I don't even know how to explain it. It just comes off as very, very interesting. And it also has a more edgy and darker tone than the other songs in the album in general. I'm also a really big fan of Waving My Arms in the Air / I Never Lied to You. Because I could just listen to that melody, that rhythm just going on and on for, I swear, if it went on for an hour, I would not complain. It's jaunty, but not in a too poppy way. I think with a poppy song, it's all right, you got your 3 minutes, 2 minutes, all right, you're done. But this song is not that poppy, so it just seems like you just keep on going. I love it. I also really like Wined and Dined, which, well, it feels winding, like you're being wined and dined, And it's another one that I feel like just has such a strong rhythm and strong melody that's not too in your face, that I wouldn't mind just putting on repeat. So yeah, really good album. Syd Barrett, like, just one of the best, right? I mean, my favorite Pink Floyd song is probably Jug Band Blues. Dogs, though, I don't know. Anyway, my point is, the, Syd Barrett of Pink Floyd, the Piper at the Gates of Dawn, which probably the best Pink Floyd album. It's tough, but I would say, if you just put like gun to my head, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Song, Jug Band Blues. That's what I immediately say when I think about it. And Syd Barrett solo does not disappoint if you like those. So, yeah. No bugs in the lyrics, but you totally get the sense of bugs, sir. So, Syd Barrett. Keep on rocking in the fizz world.